Hello and welcome to another Cube Draft. Interesting pack with nothing. Balance is obviously a really strong card, but do we want to go that? Maybe we just want to go aggressive with creatures, and then Tomirari is the correct one. Like balance is really powerful. Like there's no way denying that balance is probably one of the most powerful cards. But it's all about consistency here. And there's not a lot of other cards in this color, so we're not passing a signal to our left that this is open. Other options, yeah, not a fan of black aggro anyway. White aggro, nope. And especially not steplings and probably low going over that. Is a charm I like, but me. Obviously into the role because I'm a fan of blue, but I think Dominrad is just better payoff. So we'll pick that one up. And then we get a survival of fittest pest, and holy shit, a really big amount of really good cards. You have survival, you have Flametone Kavu. I think if I want to go these colors, then survival is the better one, and it opens up way more options than Flametone Kavu. Despite Flametone Kavu probably being one of the strongest creatures in these colors, because you're low on removal in general. Now, obviously, we can play a third color with this, or just be splashing red and play green with something else that actually synergizes with a survival, such as black sometimes with reanimation. But we'll see. It all depends on what we get past, of course. I'm curious what the person to my left picked then. Opposition seems like the correct pick here. I know I have necromancy, but opposition is probably one of the best cards out there. It's just not normal how good it is. So yeah, all we need to do now is pick up creatures and token generators in blue, green, and or red. So very first three picks, actually two really strong cards: survival and opposition, and Domri Rabs as a an added bonus, I guess. Not necessarily looking to play it, but obviously wanna play it because it's a good card that generates card advantage. And then we get a Tinker and a Reanimate. Oh, we would have had two reanimation spells. God damn it. I don't want that shit. So Tinker, huh? I don't think Tinker fits here. I think I'd rather have a tree speaker or a court. Tinker is so good though. Yeah, let's pick up Tinker. We'll see if we can do anything with it. So our deck isn't looking like anything at this point. We just have a bunch of options. I think survival of fittest opposition is the strongest option. But if you can play something with Tinker, we're gonna. K-Guy is probably the better card here. Harmonize is also really good. Maybe Harmonize is better. Drawing tree. No, I'm gonna go for the creature. It's about time that we start with a creature team. So let's do so. Gilded Lotus was obviously an artifact to go with Tinker, but I'm not a big fan of it because it's already 5 mana to cast it initially, and there are no signets here. So it's less likely to pick up cheaper artifacts to accelerate into the Gilded Lotus, which just makes it a bit worse. Here it's obviously Tarmogoyf for us, as well. Wild Negatl isn't really in our colors, is it? And Flash Freeze might be, but it's not that sick. Tarmogoyf isn't either, but it's a good card. Usually, well, in Legacy it's always a 4/5, I guess, maybe 3/4 sometimes, depending on the matchup. And pretty often seeing that Planeswalkers are commonly played these days, higher even. Wow. I basically want both of these. God damn it. I think Sundering Titan has better payoff, and I'm gonna go with that compared to Telknight Hermit. I mean, Telknight Hermit is obviously another sick card, but to go with opposition, that's about it. But All I'm hoping for basically is to pick up a Meloku. I think Meloku with opposition. We have had it in the past, and I definitely want it here as well. Meloku doesn't seem to be highly picked. So if it is in one of these packs, to my near right or near left, it should come to me, and I'll consider it to be a high pick for me. But even if I don't, opposition on its own is still strong. Exploration, that's something I want to play. I don't know if I ever want to play something of these. I mean, Magus would just screw myself over. Exploration just isn't that great. Gildan Champion I won't play. Windbrisk Heights is out of my colors. I think Mirror's Wake is probably the stronger one. And if I don't play red, then that's a better card. Yeah, okay. Not gonna play it at this point though. Out of these, Sim Sky Swallower is a really good finisher. We have Relic as Graveyard Toys, Curse Catcher maybe, but I think Sim Sky Swallower is just a really good finisher. So it seems that our colors are basically set into blue and green. And we have 3 strong finishers at this point. Great Stable Stack Wheel, Charter's Agent Wheel. Good question. I think Charter's Agent has the better upside of, being a extra value card. So I'm gonna go with that. It's also an artifact to Tinker. To use with Tinker, that's why, it just became better than Great Stable Stack. But I do like Great Stable Stack, don't get me wrong, it's a good card. Ovenwald Trigger, obviously a really great card here. It's a creature, it's a form of removal, and it's something we can survival of the fittest away if we need to. You had other options there, but I think this was correct. Chord of Calling might look good, and it actually is good, but I think with a survival I want a 3-speaker. I'm not sure about this. I mean, Chord is pretty good. 3-speaker is acceleration. Yeah, let's go with the 3-speaker. And a Rampant Growth, I guess. And yeah, Nekatel, I won't play it. And the Hermit Wield. Oh wow. I'm overcome with joy that this wield. How is that possible? I mean, for me, it's like living the dream, right? Having Hermit and opposition, and actually wheeling. I think I'm gonna go for the Trade Wind Rider here. Despite it might actually wheel, right? We can also go Pented Prism, but it is an artifact, but that's about it. I think Trade Wind Rider is just a better card here, especially with Survival of the Fittest. Even if I don't get to play Tinker, I won't play Tinker, it doesn't really matter. Also want something like a Genesis. Channel ain't bad. Channel is a nuts card. Yeah, I don't know what else I would pick. Multi-Mystic or Oblivion Stone maybe. But turn 2 channel into Sundering Titan is really good. And even then, turn 3 channel into like K-Guy is still decent. It's just the absolute nuts card, right? Especially if you get something like a Kozilek. I can also go Spellskite, Boreal Druid, Mold Chambler. Those are all viable picks. I'm actually, excuse me. I would actually play the Hellamur Depths as well, but I'm gonna pick up the Kozilek here just because I'm green and I have a channel. Can't pass up a channel into Planeswalker, into Eldrazi, especially not if it draws me 4 cards. I turn to pay 10 life. I draw 4 cards and get a 12/12 Annihilator 4. Yeah, should be GG, right? And even if I don't, it's obviously not an artifact, so that's you can't tinker for it, which is always the downside. Doesn't mean it's a bad card. And seeing that I'm green, already have 2 accelerations, seems viable. That I'll be casting it at one point in the game. Man, imagine Shardless Ages in channel. That would Shardless Ages in channel in Kozilek. Opponent should be mad that was channel then. Pum pum pum. Interesting. I think Luther Core is a better card, just because it starts drawing me cards. If I had any kind of lands to fix, I probably would have picked the Verdant Catacombs. I'm not sure. Not a big fan of the Sophisticate. Neither of this, so let's go with Luther. Misdirection, not a big fan of either. Don't have a use for life. I guess all this dust, but I'm not gonna play it. You could pick up Sulfur Falls to then make the splash for Damirada, maybe possible. We'll see. We currently have 11 creatures, which still isn't enough though. Dungeon Geist, definitely. Index Trumpout, definitely. Tropical Highland, for sure. Wake Trash I'd play as well. So there's 4 picks here that we would play. The question is which is better. Dungeon Geist is a really good card, but so is Stone Power, and I think Stone Power is just a bit better because I don't have an answer to artifacts or enchantments yet. It's obviously an Blight trigger, so it might stick in my hand sometimes. Dungeon Geist is also really good. But I feel that with stuff like Opposition and pretty big creatures, Domri and Overwhelmed, I have more options against other creatures than I have against artifacts and enchantments. And there's a Genesis. So yeah, we'll definitely play that because we have survival. Upheaval is a pretty sick card. Is it Bulwarks? Is something I would probably play. Question is which is better. I think Upheaval is just a game winner. Especially if you have channel Upheaval and stuff like that. Wow, both of these wield. I have no clue what to pick here. Pentas Prism is obviously good with Tinker, but Cobra is just so good. Blastoderm wield, Treat of Village wield. I think I'm gonna go with the Village over the Blastoderm. I want more consistent creatures. Boreal Druid over the others. It might be better that I don't play Tinker or Dummy Rat at this point. Well, Dummy Rat maybe. It depends on the amount of fix I can find in the third pack. But Tinker seems unlikely that I'll be playing it, seeing that I only have a single artifact. You probably want something like 4 to 5. The problem with stuff like Tinker is if you only have one target for it and you have it in your hand, your Tinker is useless. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was a risky pick, and I did manage to pick up a Sundering Titan for it, but just wasn't good enough. Well, I'm gonna pick up the Manriki Gusari. I don't know. Ravenous Rats, I guess, to a hate draft. I don't know. Because if I see a lot of equipment on a guy, I can obviously just sideboard in. Yeah, let's hide the Tinker here. So this at this point is our deck, maybe not the Rampant Growth. Well, if I have the Rampant Growth, I could suddenly have 2 fix for the Damirada already. Damirada. I always wanted that to be a weird name. Like when it originally came out, I think it was around GP Utrecht. Yeah, oh wow, Tropical Island, nice. I was like, what are these guys saying? Tell me what? It took me a while before I, actually playing with the card obviously made me read it. Either file, might play it. Probably won't though. Like, on what would I put it? That's always the issue with either file. Most decks that do play it, like Merfolk or whatever other deck. Wow. So we have the range Termite, but seeing that Telknight wield before, maybe you want Oracle over it. I think it's just too strong to bet up here though. Hinterland Harbor can wheel, Oracle can wheel. Maybe this does wheel. I don't know. It's just so good with opposition that you obviously want it. Is it better than Oracle? It gets 4, right? And these are squirrels and these are Siprolings. God damn it. Boom, 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 boom. Oracle with survival is pretty good because it allows you to pick your top card. I think the range Hamlet has a better upside. Wow. Decent options here. Kira is fine. Well, Stoneforge isn't for me. Preordain is fine to find the survival. At this point, it seems that blue is semi-splash. So Kira, well, it is a creature though, and it actually protects my other creatures. But also from myself, do I target my own creatures? I do not. So I think Kira is a better pick than Preordain here. Sour of Temptation is a pretty good card, which I'll pick up here. Or on Viper, I wouldn't mind seeing Jushime. Maybe as a sideboard option, but Sour is just good. At this point, we have 2 cards too many, 1 too many. We'll see where we go with that. What wouldn't we play main deck? Well, maybe the Rampant Growth and then the Domri, depending on the lands we see in the near future. Garruk, Relentless. When Garruk Relentless it's obviously better than any of these. I don't know if I'd play it or not. Makes Wolfies. Ah, god damn it. So there's another Garruk, which is obviously really good. There's also the Predator, which is also a really good card, and there's also Deep Shadow. I think I pick up the second Garruk again, right? Just to accelerate into this shit. Or I can pick up Trigon Predator, but I assume it wheels. Yeah. And at this point, I think if I got something like this, pretty standard. No, I still have a card too much. Whoa. God damn it, so many options. So there's Stunted Growth is Find Hornells. Stunted Growth is really good. Find Hornells as a creature though. And it accelerates me. I already have 2 Accelerants, which isn't that much. But Stunted Growth just wins games. Does it not? I think I like consistency over it. It's probably the wrong pick, don't get me wrong. I assume it's the wrong pick. I'm gonna go for Dissipate here, probably a sideboard card against blowout cards. Here, well, we have the Temple, Overplow under, just to be able to play the Domri. So out of our opening pack, Hinterland Harbor wheeled, but we assumed Oracle might have wheeled, but it didn't. Spreading Seas, yeah, but we won't play it. Took a Vigilante, nice sideboard card, or Gruul Turf to allow us to splash. Let's go with the Vigilante. Whatever. The question is, do I really want... Oh, nice, Dragon Predator did wheel. The question is, do I really want to have Domri in the deck? I'm not sure. I can always keep it as a sideboard option. I mean, we have 2 fix plus a Rampant Growth for it. So that's 3 fix for a splash. But a splash on its own isn't that game breaking. I mean, it's obviously a really good card, but it doesn't win games alone. Which makes me not want to play it main deck that easily. And Tradewind Rider into Deranged Hermit seems pretty good, because you can just bounce your own Deranged Hermits, not pay the echo. And yeah, 4 free squirrels. Excuse me. Tradewind Rider in opposition, basically our Numbo. because you usually want to tap your 3 creatures to use opposition in another way, but doesn't really matter. So how many lands do we have? 6, so that's 29, that's 28. So we need to cut 5 more cards. Holy hell, that's 4 more cards. 3 more cards. Do I want this gone? Wow, stunted growth wield. I mean, either no one is green, or people really undervalue stunted growth. Maybe I don't want boreal druid. I don't know. So yeah, let's throw this all in there. Obviously, we're not gonna play all of that. Same with this. These are no go. These are maybe go, but they're lands. So what are we not gonna play? This for sure. This for sure. This maybe, but we'll see. Domri, Dissipate, Tinker, Vigilante. Mirror's Wake, Stunted Growth, and that's it. So we need to cut 3 more. This was the deck we saw previously. We need to cut 3 more. Maybe the Predator over the Stomp Power gun. Because Stomp Power is a nice come into play effect. It's a big body. But we're not lacking in big bodies, are we? So I want to keep these 2 in just for channel. The question is, do I want to keep Upheaval in? Maybe not. It's only good with channel. Well, it's just such a good card. I mean, Upheaval, and then you drop yourself something like a Shardless Agent. You get a stupid creature. Doesn't even matter. You still win the damn game. Even if you have 10 mana, you just drop a Garruk and you win from there on. But I do need to cut 3 cards. This is just a win card. I mean, bam, I win. Maybe this because it's blue. Same with, oh, maybe then the Gira. Because of double blue, and just make sure that my blue isn't that high. But I cut a rampant growth, so I'm gonna have enough blue anyway. Well, we're sideboarding Kira against heavy removal decks, but not main deck it. And then maybe the Looter. I don't know. It's a good card. God damn this. I have to cut something. And then one more. I'm heavy on the 5s, but I don't see myself cutting any of these. I mean, 2 of them are token generators with opposition, which are the Garruks. Then you have the Sour, which is a really powerful effect. The Hermit, which we basically wanted. But maybe the deranged Hermit is better than this, because this cost me 8 mana eventually. But it doesn't have an echo, so maybe we don't want the Sky Swallower. Well, such a good finisher. Maybe. Fuck it, I'm gonna play 41 cards. We have triple acceleration, maybe not a Boreal Druid then. Because we don't actually have to. We have 1, 2, 3 accelerants then. 4 if you can't channel. Yeah, okay, let's try it like this. It's probably a mistake to do so, but not much I can do about it. Let's see what he suggests. 8, 6, 6 islands gonna be enough. Basically have 8 blue sources, then if you do this we have 9 blue sources and 11 green. I think that's enough. It's not that our green is that much double colored. Wait, is this 24? Oh, I have 19 lands now. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's 4 is too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. Well, 4 is too much. So yeah, 41 cards. And I'll see you guys for the first round.